Happy Devil's Tuesday. This is the Woo Report. The Woo Report. Morning Woo edition coming to you live from the bunker in an undisclosed location at the Primetime Radio Studio, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Just a reminder, June 28th, the Devils do not have a first-round draft pick, but hey, we're going to have a draft party anyway on June 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern at Pasta Grill by Enzo's in beautiful Hackettstown, New Jersey, in the heart of Warren County, off of Route 57, 7 p.m. Eastern on June 28th, our annual draft party. Hello, Ted. Hello, everybody on the Facebook Live and Twitter Live. Coming over the wire yesterday, Travis Greene will be replacing Andrew Brunette on Lindy Ruff's staff. There's been some positive reviews, a little negative reviews with his head coaching stint with the Vancouver Canucks, but Travis Greene is a long-time NHLer, very experienced. Can he help the Devils' power play in 2019? He did steer the Vancouver Canucks power play to number 4, fourth overall in the NHL, but there were some years that they were below the 20 mark. So we shall see. But we trust Lindy Ruff, but Tom Fitzgerald, Travis Greene being Tom Fitzgerald's teammate for many years, I think on 3 different teams when they both played in the NHL. So I think really this move, a lot of people wanted to see Sergei Brelin in that role. And I don't blame you. But you got to be careful with former players like Sergei Brelin. You want it to last. You don't want to move Sergei Brelin so quickly up the ranks. You want former players, Devils players like Sergei Brelin, again, to last a very long time with the organization. Sergei Brelin saying last season that this is the only job he's ever had was really with the New Jersey Devils organization, more of an employer standpoint. And, let Sergei Brelin grow. Let him grow into his own. But Travis Greene with the New Jersey Devils on Lindy Ruff's coaching staff. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. We're on the Timo Meier contract watch. Could it come out today that he signs an 8-year deal? But this stuff takes time. Who knows? Maybe he'll go to the wire. But I think Tom Fitzgerald, just how he surprised us with Jesper Bratt, I think he'll get it done sooner rather than later to understand the cap situation, knowing how much he can spend, what kind of deals that needs to be made. The earlier you sign Timo Meier, the better for the Devils organization. Also, coming up in a couple days, some talk about Patrick Elias going into the Hockey Hall of Fame. I think he got snubbed the first time around. What do you think? And that's something we're going to be talking about on future Woo Report, probably tomorrow. Patrick Elias. And, what about Alexander McGillney as well? Why hasn't McGillney gone to the Hockey Hall of Fame, voted in, sometimes I wonder who are the people that are voting on the Hockey Hall of Fame committee. Because I got to tell you, I'm still mad about that whole incident with Pat Burns years ago. When Pat Burns was still alive, you kind of wanted, you knew he was going to be a Hall of Famer, but you just decide not to vote him in. And then after he passes, and yeah, that's when we'll get him in. Makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. So, but yeah, that's all I really have to say. This is actually a short Woo report. Other than the Travis Greene news, yeah. You know, one bone I have to pick with the NHL, and this NHL scheduling, because last season came out on July 6th. I have a wedding to go to, and I have an RSVP, and it could fall on opening night, October 7th. So I need to know what to say, what to do. Alternative plans. Do you think I should hand over the keys to Shorts Guy and Beer Baron to produce Game Day Live and Devils After Dark if I have to go to a wedding on opening night out on the big stage? Rocco says Philly just dropped Stadium Series jersey. I haven't seen that yet, Rocco. Thank you for letting me know. Anthony LaPena, how are you? Good to see you again. Big Steve Engel as well in the YouTube live. Ted watching on. Suka, if it's not your wedding, don't go. Can't do that because they went to my wedding. Can't be doing that. But you know what I'd say for all you young fans out there that are getting engaged, married, whatever, if you can help it, try to get married between July and September because it doesn't interfere with hockey season. Unless, of course, you know, there's a pandemic where everything gets screwed up scheduling-wise. Because I'll tell you, I had a friend, or I have a friend, had to miss Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals in 2003 because the anniversary fell on that day. Couldn't go to the game, even though he had tickets. So it's something to think about when you plan weddings. Now, my anniversary day is October 29th, so it should steer clear of opening day. And I don't have to worry about playoffs because playoffs are usually played in April through June. Just a thought. Anyway. But yeah. Anthony says, wishing I had a day off today and I was home chilling. LOL. What, Gato and chill? Yeah, I gotta bounce soon. I'm still half asleep doing this podcast. But whatever. But just a reminder, June 28th, we'll be at Pasta Grill by Enzo's in beautiful Hackettstown, New Jersey, off of Route 57 for our draft party, our annual draft party. Just come out, hang out with us, talk some puck, talk some hockey. Corbin says, I'm on 2 weeks holiday camping right now. Corbin, let me know where you are camping at. Kind of interested to know where everybody's from. We've got a lot of people from Switzerland, Germany, Austria, the UK, middle of nowhere, Saskatchewan. Wow. And you are watching the Woo Report in the middle of nowhere in Saskatchewan, in Canada. I know where Saskatchewan is, Corbin. Jeez. Robert Larson says Norway. Robert, I got to tell you, planning my next vacation could be at the Mediterranean, But I've always wanted to go to the Nordic countries like Norway. Back in 6th grade, I actually did a whole paper when I started writing papers in 6th grade about the country of Norway. I've always wanted to visit. Always wanted to visit. As close as I've gotten to Norway was, before they changed it, that Norway down in Epcot Center in Disney World, that's as close as I've gotten to Norway. I wear Helly Hansen gear, and that's as close as I've gotten to Norway. The Norwegians are great people, Robert. Let's see here. Steve Engel taking different angle, saying the only province with no hockey team. ANJ Devil 2, exit 8 on the turnpike. There you go. Robert says, I am from New Jersey, moved here 20 years ago, was a season ticket holder for many years. Robert, that's good to know. Maybe I should transplant myself from New Jersey to Norway myself. Not sure what my wife would have to say about it, but who knows? But anyway. Well, going to end this podcast. There could be another Woo report, hopefully, later tonight. We'll be talking about the argument of getting Patrick Elias into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Also, since we're talking about Hockey Hall of Fame talk, what about Stan Fischler? Stan Fischler is 90 years old now? 8 decades in hockey? And is not in the Hockey Hall of Fame, hockey historian. 5 weeks paid vacation, Robert. All right, that's going to convince my wife, Mrs. Wu, to move from New Jersey to Norway. 5 weeks paid vacation. We've been missing out. I mean, would you guys listen to me? Would you take me seriously if I lived in Norway doing this podcast? I don't even know how I'm going to do Game Day Live and Devils After Dark at American Whiskey. That's kind of a long commute from Norway to Newark Airport. Got to think about that one. All righty. Heading out of here. I promise you. Got to head off to work. Don't want to be late again. Yeah, and now Anthony LePena says, wait, what? 5 weeks paid vacation? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll probably get some flack for it, so I'm saying this as a joke. But we've got two guys on the podcast named Shorts Guy and Beer Baron that have 10-week vacation. They're called teachers. Anyway, just a little joke. Well, but it's unpaid. Yeah, but all right, it's unpaid, but your yearly salary goes by the 9 months that you do get paid. Anyway, never mind. I'll keep my mouth shut. Now I'm just going to have all these teachers clamoring up. You don't like teachers. No, I like teachers. I envy teachers because I want the summers off. I want every single holiday off. I want to be like Steve Engel and have yesterday off. He gets 5 weeks, supposedly, at the U.S. Postal Service. Good for you, Steve Engel. You are much smarter than me. And I'll admit that. Just for whatever reason, I like being tortured not having paid vacation. Anyway. Or as much paid vacation as you folks. Norway, here I come. Yes, Anthony. Switzerland's not a bad place either. From what I hear, you can really live off the system. Anyway, that's another story for another day. I'll see you all later. This is the Morning Woo on the Woo Report. Till next time, let's go Devils.